Okay, so this is the 2022 Isuzu D-MAX in SX model grade and two-wheel drive, single cab chassis. A real workhorse, this one. It's quite an impressive vehicle too. This one's fitted with a new 1.9 litre turbo diesel engine, which I'll get to a little later on. Let's have a look around it. As you can see, the front doesn't have this big, what we call the black beard, the usual big black plastic or dark grey plastic nose on it. It's got this body coloured front, so it gives it a more upmarket, sharper look. But as you can see, this only comes with a high rider suspension. That means it's the same height and same ground clearance as a four-wheel drive model, and that can be really handy for some owners, you know, like farmers trying to get across difficult creek crossings, or tradies working on rugged work sites. That extra clearance can really be handy in those situations. As you can see, 17-inch steel wheels, nothing fancy, no fancy alloys at this grade. And the interior, pretty basic, as you can see by the vinyl wipe clean flooring, but it's actually pretty well equipped too. It's got a number of remote controls on the steering wheel, good connectivity with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and more. So it's pretty well equipped for what is clearly a workhorse. Nice big tray. You always get big long trays on single cab chassis vehicles. This one's about 1.8 meters wide, about 2.6 meters long, and there are a total of 16 internal load anchorage points. There's 8 along each side here, and then on the outside you've got 3 rope rails along the bottom here if you need to attach anything externally. So internally and externally there's a number of different load anchorage points, which is really good. The good thing around the back here too, it's very unusual. This vehicle has a reversing camera. You don't normally get those on tray top cab chassis, so that's a nice feature to have. And also this bumper arrangement at the bottom allows it to use safety sensors like rear cross traffic alert, which is also an unusual safety feature in a cab chassis. It's got a really big payload capacity, 1,380 kilos, just under 1.4 tonne. Now, when you add the weight of the aluminium tray and the towing kit, that drops the payload to just under 1.2 tonnes, but that's still a really, really big payload capacity for this type of vehicle. And it's also rated to tow up to 3 tonnes of brake trailer, and to do that it can also carry a fairly decent payload. So those numbers stack up to a really, really useful vehicle in a number of different work applications. So you can see it's a good looking truck, and certainly the numbers stack up in terms of its workhorse abilities. So let's see what it's like to drive. Okay, underway in the Isuzu D-MAX SX single cab chassis, and as I mentioned before, this has the new 1.9 litre turbo diesel engine, and it's only available in this model specification. You can't get it any further up the food chain. And the statistics are quite interesting, because if you think about it, a 1.9 litre engine, that's more than a litre smaller in cubic displacement than the usual 3 litre unit we have in D-MAXs. And it's also got 110 kilowatts of power and 350 newton meters of torque, which is 30 kilowatts less power and 100 newton meters less torque than the 3 litre. Now, even though they may sound like a lot, you have to keep in mind that this vehicle is also the lightest in the range. It's about 80 kilograms lighter than the 3 litre version in this specification, and that's quite a lot. And when you combine that with the fact that it's got lower gearing, so it's got sort of sharper, more punchy acceleration, I can tell you from behind the wheel, you really can't notice much of a difference between the two. And that's quite impressive. And when you take into account also that it's got superior fuel economy compared to the 3 litre, and it's also got slightly cheaper servicing over, say, 5 years, then those numbers add up to pretty important sort of decisions, particularly for fleet buyers who would be very interested in a vehicle like this because they're so sensitive to price. Now, like all cab chassis vehicles, the ride is pretty firm in the back because this one's designed to take a payload of more than a ton. So you expect the ride to be firm, but I must say, even though it's firm, it's not as skateboard-like as the Toyota Hilux equivalent, which threatens to send you through the roof every time the rear suspension hits anything larger than a small bump. So in that sense, the ride is more tolerable. Beyond that, it's pretty hard to fault. I mean, the steering feels great, the brakes are nice and strong, the seats are reasonably comfortable. There's a good, decent sized left footrest, which I really like in a vehicle, holds you in place. And as I said before, plenty of connectivity. It doesn't really feel like you're in too much of a bare-bone base model. It's quite a nice thing to drive and quite a nice thing to live with. So the verdict, there's no doubt that Toyota is the king of two-wheel drive utes in Australia. They have been for a long time. However, when you look at this vehicle, when you compare it to its Hilux equivalent, this one has not only a choice of transmissions, either manual or automatic like this one, it's also got a higher payload capacity, it's got a higher tow rating, and it's got superior fuel economy. When you weigh up all those things, you'd have to say, Toyota, you should be looking over your shoulder, because I can tell you what, I reckon Isuzu is going to sell a heap of these things.